Adrian. How are you? All right?
Hey, Robin. Good. Yourself?
Good. Yeah, very well,
Recording in
thank you.
progress.
Um, First of all, we'll start with Ed Chamberlain joining Hull on a short loan. Just talk us through that.
Yeah, obviously, Ed's played a few games for us this year, but hasn't had many minutes in the first team. So it just benefits us that he goes on loan there for a couple of weeks. And I've had those conversations with him, so it's a good opportunity for him to play big minutes and get his rugby time up. So great opportunity of what's going on up there to get into that team and find some form.
Will that mean any incomings for you?
We're always open to that. At the moment, it's all in Chris Jester's hands on that. So, I think we've got injury wise, we've got a few boys that are on very very close in John Asiata and also the other one is Edwin Apape over the next couple of weeks.
So was that a hint that maybe you might not be as short as you thought you might have been in the coming weeks?
No, it's been pretty well documented that those players are due back either next week or the week after. So we're pretty excited about that. Obviously, the time that they've been out has seemed like forever, but it's come around really quickly now. So, those boys are on field running with us now and getting their rehab sorted out. So it's getting close.
Will this next game be too soon?
Maybe, yeah, more than likely, but I think John Asiata may be a small chance, so we'll give him up until captain's run to declare that. But like I said, he is on field training at the moment and going pretty well.
How much of a boost is that for you now?
Yeah, it's obviously massive. He's our captain of the club and he's a leader within the group. But more importantly, he a lot of our attack runs through him and the style that I play. So we have missed him. We won't tell him that too much before he gets a big head. But I think just his presence around the group at training lifts the intensity and obviously the leadership certainly takes us to another level.
I listened to your interview from the weekend. I think devastate was the word for a lot of the players. How have you picked them up going into this one now?
Yeah, heartbreaking was the word I think I used after the game, just because of the effort. When your team and players put in that effort, you want the reward you deserve off the back of it. So, and that didn't happen. But again, just ourselves to blame. And the great thing about it is that there's been improvement every week. So I can't see any change. Looking for another level this week again, and we haven't been home for a couple of weeks now too. So with all that in mind, I'm looking forward to the players, matching their efforts and their actions last week, and hopefully getting the win that we deserve.
How much of a different challenge is this one you're facing currently to perhaps the ones of the more successful winning runs and results you've had in the last few years?
It's been great for me, just purely a different perspective to coaching and how to change things slightly to try and adjust. Obviously, we haven't won a game, but as I mentioned, there's been definitely some improvement, some massive improvement over the last 4 weeks, and that's all we can do at the moment. Is a lot of the players are getting game time that probably may not have had if the players that weren't injured. So I'm grateful for that, and I think it'll make us collectively as a group better. The players on the bench have been playing some big minutes for us in Owen Trout and also Dan Norman. Brad Dwyer's getting some minutes in him now too. Ben McNamara. All those boys have been playing some big minutes, which we're grateful for.
It doesn't get easier though. Catalans are up next. What have you made of them this season?
Yeah, they've been pretty good. Top of the ladder there. They had an off day the other week in the Challenge Cup against Huddersfield. It would have seemed, but I think they're a team that they're one of two teams that we didn't beat last year. So that's the goal. One of the goals for us this year is to beat Catalan, and it's a really good stage for us really because I feel that we've stepped up in the bigger games, albeit not winning. I think the effort, and we've been in the games with 15 minutes to go in all of the big games this year. So that's a good sign for everyone, and I think as I mentioned, if we can step up another level from the Warrington game, I'm sure we'll do all right.
Thanks very much and good luck, Adrian. Cheers.
Thanks, Rob.
Well, you mentioned there the Ed Chamberlain one that has been made official. I mean, there was talk today of Tom Briscoe going to Hull as well, and maybe Darnell McIntosh coming to Leopards. Can you shed any light on that?
Yeah, obviously Chris Chester's in constant communications with Hull and all of those players as well. I'm focused purely on the rugby league here at the moment and trying to get this team on a short turnaround to win a difficult game. So that's my priority at the moment. But yeah, those players have been mentioned as I've noticed. I am a fan of McIntosh, so it's something that we'll have to wait and see what happens in the near future.
And how is Tom? Because obviously he was injured at the same time as John Asiata.
Yeah, Tom's on field training as well. So both of those are around the same time. I think Briscoe is probably another week away, but I think in regards to both of them, they've been training really hard with our S&C coach and doing a pretty good job.
Without trying to labour the point, Lammy, do you think Tom's played his last game for Lee?
Like I said, Trev, it's something that we'll discuss probably after this today. Really, it's in the media for whatever reason, but Tom's what he's done for us so far has been unbelievable, and he's a leader in the group, and he's got all that experience, and we have missed him throughout this time that he's been injured at the start of the season. So it will be a sad day when that happens. So we'll discuss that this afternoon.
You've talked about some of the injuries. How's Gaz O'Brien doing, for example? Is he any closer? Or?
No, he's still 4+ weeks away for Gaz. So that's not ideal for us. Again, another soft tissue issue. So we're on top of all of that. But like I said, I'm sort of getting tired of talking about the injured players. To be honest with you, it's I've just got to put all the energy into the players that are young and that have played some big minutes for us that are getting better. So, players like Owen Trout, I think, have been certainly a highlight for me at this part of the season. The improvement that he's had, and he's only going to get better as well once he gets that experience around him.
Have you got all the squad available from the Warrington game, plus maybe John Asiata? Is everybody all right?
It seems that way, yeah. There is some doubt over Mulhern, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Again, it's the other calf that's a little bit tight and sore now, so we've just got to monitor that during this week. But it's the same, more or less the same squad.
I spoke to Jack Hughes last week, and he was talking about this run of 3 home games. I think you've got coming up now, Adrian. So how important are they going to be to turning your season round and again pushing for that top 6? Yeah,
it's really important for us, Trev. It's we need to win as well as we've been playing. That's all well and good, but we need to get the 2 points now on a weekly basis and start climbing up that ladder. So I think the group's pretty focused on that. They are a tight-knit bunch, and the meetings that we've had this week have been exceptional. So I think we've got a really good attitude, positive attitude. I think we're in a really good state of mind. So, looking forward to this week being the first one at home and hopefully a victory.
Smashing, that's good for me. Thanks Adrian. Cheers.
Hi, Lammy, all right?
Hey, Ben, all right?
Yeah, not so bad, mate. John, then, will you name him in the 21?
Yes, yeah, we will, mate, yeah.
And just touching on, obviously, the sort of transfer speculation, has the focus turned to players in Super League and in this comp rather than looking elsewhere on the quarter? Obviously, I know last week we talked a lot about Ben Nukubuai possibly going out, for example.
Look, I think in this situation, we're always open to talk to and for players. I think recruitment and retention is a massive part of success within an organisation, and it happens here on a daily basis about players' names coming up. So we've got to siphon through that and make some smart decisions moving forward on who we want to get involved with the club and who can come to us to help us take that next step up. And obviously, we're always listening and open ears to the talent that's available, and nothing will change this week.
And just lastly then on Robbie, what's the sort of chance of him playing this week, and what's the chance of him missing out?
Oh yeah, it's a 50-50 chance of him playing, so it'll be on his call on captain's run again. The dangerous thing about this one is it's a 6-day turnaround on a short turnaround into Catalans, so it is risky, probably on the high end of risky. So it's probably on the side of not playing at the moment if we're going to look at it that way.